Hello there. This is Bernade Fernand. I am back in my back room. I figured a little bit of sunlight, a little daylight coming in might brighten the mood. I am ready to paint. I've got my craft paints here. Let me angle this down. I am at my table. This is one of my favorite places to be when the sun comes pouring in. I'm going to turn on one more light. Even though we've got the daylight here, I've got my little studio lights here just so you can see things a little bit easier. This is what we painted last week. This was the original. I painted this one last year for Mother's Day. I'm trying to make sure the light is hitting it right. Tilt it, turn it. I painted this one last year for Mother's Day, and then I developed a tracer for it, and this is what we actually painted last week. I may rework this one. So I've got the tracer download in the link. And hello, beautiful Jasmine, my lovely, lovely assistant, is right there. So the links for the tracers are in the comments here. So be sure to get yours. They're going to be there. I don't know if I'm going to have them up the whole month of May, but at least through next weekend. So get them while they're there. I hope you're well today. Now, as we know, it takes social media a couple of minutes to pull, to notify everyone that the live is on. So let me turn these lights on so it'll be a little bit better in here. So come on in. Oh boy, we're ready to. Let me make sure we got our hair dryer. There we go. To make sure that we can move the process along faster if need be. So here we are. This is a little bit better. I am going to link up Instagram here in just a moment. And we're going to get started. We're going to get in here and trace out the canvas. I don't know if I said this. We did this last week for our 7 p.m. show. This is so much fun. You probably saw this on maybe the event page or a little bit further on the Paint Pops page. Painting this black and white vase was such fun. I'm going to paint it again tonight, and I may change the colors up. So join us again this evening. I am not the floral chick. I love painting portraits. That's my thing. But I'm getting out of my comfort zone. But I love trying new things. So join me this summer as we, let's see, how do we say, expand our repertoire, right? So I hope you're doing things that are making you come alive. You know, the world is opening back up from the pandemic. We're social distancing. We're wearing our masks, getting the vaccine for some. I understand. I totally get it. But do what you feel is best and stay safe, right? So I'm excited about trying new things. I hope that you are trying something new as well. So this is what we're painting tonight. Let me get close. There we are. Let me try to catch some of this light somewhere. So the black and white vase, and of course you can mix it up however you want, but the tracer, like I said, is also available in that download link. Let me see, what is that download? bit.ly/spring TPP. That's the link. bit.ly/spring TPP. So that's all lowercase, all right there for you. So I know that we are, let's see, how many minutes in are we? We're a few minutes in, so we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay? Now, of course, I put this up here as a paid event, but, you know, some people don't know me. Some people are new to me. You know, just join me. You know, we're in here to have a good time. And so there will be some other paid events down the line, but just get your download, grab your crayons, your watercolors, your colored pencils, and just join us, okay? So we're going to get started. And my son, my beautiful mini-me, I'm looking for it. Here we go. My son took a tracer and just colored it with the crayons last week. And you can do that too, and the result is just as nice. So Remember, the printout is 8.5 by 11. You can purchase, and I know Jasmine posted in the event, like the little, your little shopping list. When you get to Walmart or you get to Michael's, I don't know what you have in your area, what's closest and more convenient. There are a list of basic colors, and they've got so many colors to choose from. So grab the basics, and then grab a few more, the ones that you enjoy, because it's going to be hanging in your home. Do something that lightens your space, that inspires you. So thank you, babe, for posting that again. So this is what we're painting today. But, my son added a little bit of pink to this, so maybe I'll do that as well. All right. We're going to find some music, and we're going to get started. So as you're grabbing your things and as you're getting set up, I am going to squeeze out my little paints and everything. And let me angle this down here. I reuse my little plates. So it's acrylic. It dries like a plastic film. And let's see, this is the Plaid Apple Barrel brand. I don't know. Come on, let me move this light so you can see it a little bit better. Let me see if this is better. There we go. Now it's super shiny. This is the one that's at Walmart, and it's great craft acrylics. And this is the Michael's brand, Craft Smart. So both of them are inexpensive to use, and they've got such a wide variety. So I would recommend going to your favorite place to get what you need. And then the basic brushes. And Jasmine, I'm thinking we're going to start our giveaways through our emails maybe after the 15th. So we're saying get on our list, and we will soon have one list where it's like Linktree, where you will have the opportunity to go and follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Pinterest, follow us on Instagram. We're going to have one link where you can go and get your free downloads, all of that. That's coming soon. Let us know what you like for June. I already know a couple of my fans, they want landscape information, and what I need to find out is if it's floral landscapes with more trees or animals, or just maybe like a seascape. I don't know. I've got to find out what they want, because I want to serve up what you want, and that helps me learn too. So yes, I am the artist. I paint, but I also know that I invite creative minds with your imaginations to have a little input here, because I want to help serve you. Jasmine, she's got a servant's heart. I have one as well, and we're going to serve you well. So thanks for joining us. Let's get started. Somebody's buzzing me here. Hey girl, hey, come on through. Thank you so much. So we're gonna, let me turn on Instagram here, and I'm not even going to worry about doing the titles or anything. I'm just going to turn them on so they're right here. And we're going live Instagram, and we're going to put them right here. I like the paper plates, and I like the foam plates. So when we're getting ready to load up everything, let me make sure that this is tilted over here to where we need it to be. Let me raise it up. Cool. So now we have Instagram where we need it to be. Let me tilt this down. All right. And I think we'll be good here. All right. The light, I think, is okay. Let me make sure, because it's like something happens when I bring this white closer to the camera. It just brightens up everything. I don't know. Okay. We don't have music, though. Let me get a little bit of music started. I think I've shared to where I need to share. Let me share to my, I think I need to share to my personal page, and then that's it. We're ready to get started. Okay, there we go. Share public, share story, and now we're going to get over here to the music part. It is 11:12. Usually it will take me about 20 to 30 minutes to paint it. I'm painting it for you live, and if we're painting it together, I may do some and then have you mimic it. But, you know, some of you, once you kind of see how to use this old goopy colored paint, then you become more comfortable with it. And then, you know, you're ready to do your own thing with just a little bit of guidance. And you let me know. Renee, you went too fast on that. Well, the good thing is the replay will be available, and I will probably drop it on YouTube. I'm live on YouTube right now. So let's see here. Let's get to the Creator Studio for some music. And we're ready to get going. So I hope the little people are there. There we go. It is 11:13. We're about right on track. So this is the time where we can kind of interact just a little bit before we begin. Like a mixer at a real paint party, the ladies would be kind of choosing their spots and then kind of gathering up their materials. So we are right on track. I still like jazz. Let me see. Okay. And I'm going to try to do no vocals. Let's see. Does that limit our... Okay, so there we go. And we're ready. Come on and join me. Right, Instagram. Hope you're doing well over here. There we go. We've got the two paintings back there. And I'm just going to make sure we throw this in here right quick. The color mixing, red, yellow, and blue. Those are the primary colors. You mix yellow and red, that'll give you a little bit more orange. Yellow and blue, some green. And in theory, the red and the blue mix together, violet. But usually, let's see, do I have it here? In like an art kit, I'm going to tell you to probably get some magenta. Okay? And it might be just like a rich pink. That'll give you some really good purpose. Okay, that blue, let me make sure I'm close up in here. That blue and the magenta mixed together, you see there's violet right in the middle. There we go. So I'm going to put that back there. I like to make sure I give you some basics along with me just painting. So that's back there. Let's see. We're back here in our back room and we've got limited space. Let me pop this up here. You want to have a couple of basic sizes for your brushes. They don't have to be super large because we're working on the 8x10 size. Oh my goodness. Why did this go off? Oh, it went off. I'm talking to Instagram like they're live. I never did hit live, so there we go. Okay, Instagram, you want to make sure that you got your basic paint. You can get the Apple Barrel from Walmart or the Craft Smart brand from Michael's. Okay, those are basic craft paints. And you want to get, some brushes that are a variety of sizes and shapes, large, medium, and small. You'll soon discover what your favorites are, okay? I've got multiple brands. I've got the cheap ones and ones that are kind of middle value. Look for ones that specifically say acrylic and watercolor, and you should be fine. If they say all, oil and all of that, that's fine too. Just because we're on TV, I'm going to go ahead and just squeeze out. Not that one. Let me make sure this is angled down. I hope we're good. There we go. Thank you, beautiful Jasmine. Her babies painted along with me last week, and I'm so appreciative. All right, so we've got yellow. I think I want to do a little yellow today. All right, we need a little bit of black, a little bit of white, and we're ready to go. Yellow. I need some regular red. So I follow my own formula. Red, yellow. Oh, I gotta be careful. Red, yellow, and blue. And these are a couple of extra colors that you might pick up. And I'm gonna throw a little bit of black. I've got the magenta there. That will give me some good purples. You can, of course, buy purple. What did I say? Black? Do I have white? I pulled it out, but I didn't put any down. Let me put a little bit of white out here. Uh-oh. Maybe this one says it's tired. Are we tired? Because we're only on air. Maybe that one's tired. There we go. We got a little white. A little blue. This one tired too. Okay, a little black. Okay. Note to self, shake the paint before we go on air. Okay, it's 11:20, let's hit it. And I'm just going to freehand this. Let me make sure I'm not out of the scene here. Okay. What's missing? My water. I like to wet all my brushes just in case, if I use them or not. They're just wet. With just a little bit of white. Maybe if I hold it like this. And I put a little white down just to blend it. Let me make sure I'm in a good spot to help me blend the colors a little easier. And it makes it go really, really fast. And it kind of mimics some clouds and some daylight back there. But this is acrylic, so you want to kind of keep it moving. You've got a little time to blend. Now, normally I would tell you to go ahead and get these sides, and you know what? I'm going to go ahead. Because it just takes an extra moment to get those sides all together. Get into those little folds and crevices. Then I don't think you need a frame once you do it that way. I'm just using some of the existing paint to kind of just blend it out. And you'll see me changing my angle back and forth because this is canvas, has a lot of texture to it. The nooks and crannies, I want them to be filled with paint. And just to throw out there, I've got my paint here. I just put a little bit of blue, a little bit of yellow in there, and then a little bit of black to make it a little bit darker, so that'll help make my greens. And I'm just throwing that in there, and I blend it pretty quickly. You can take a little bit more time, but there's no need. You're going to spend a little bit more time on the flowers and the cylinder, making them three-dimensional, where the light is shining on one side or the other. So all I'm going to do now, I'm just going to take some of this excess paint that's there. I dipped into the light green, take some of the excess paint, and then I'm just stroking it up to mimic grass and the stems of the flower. Now feel free to pull up maybe your favorite flower. You can Google it, of course, to help you have a little bit of reference. I used, I want to say Unsplash, which is a free site to help me find a beautiful tulip to mimic. So I'm going up and down just a little bit here. And I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer so you can see. Let me put my brush down. So you can see, it's not a lot of detail, but just those strokes kind of help add the detail that you're looking for. It looks like grass. If you wanted to, you can maybe add a little black down there where it looks like it might be soil or something. And for the kids, you might want to put a little ladybug, you know, or the guys, you know, you might want to put a little worm or something, a little bee flying around. You can add whatever you like, you know. This is just a basic floral kind of landscape that you can season it up or season it down however you'd like, okay? And then, of course, we could always paint the kidsy flowers where you can get in here, and I've got green. I've got green on here, and I'm just going to throw a little bit of leaf stuff over here. I'm going to blend it with a little bit of blue. I'm going in here with a little bit more yellow. You can always go in here and do your own thing, you know. And of course, this is a little paper plate. And I'm just having fun with the paint. And your little ones, they just want to paint. Okay, so you could always do something quick and cutesy. And this is a little paper plate. You can put a little tape on it and hang it up somewhere. If you wanted to paint the blue sky back there, that's just a quick little something for the littles. You don't have canvas, don't worry about it. Get your plate. Sometimes it's even better because it frees you up just to enjoy. So I'm just gonna, just for free, just for fun, just go in here and just clean it up just a little bit. But we're not gonna worry about it too much. Now I need to clean my brush out a little bit. Now the paper plate is gonna soak up that paint. Even though this one is coated, it's uncoated, whatever you have in your cabinet. You might want to do something on the back, poke a little hole in it, hang a little string. We can enjoy it from the front and the back if you put it over a doorway or something like that. So I'm going to clean my brush out. While this is drying just a little bit, I think I need to put a little bit. I'm just going back in here with a second coat of yellow. It's drying pretty fast. So let me make sure, because I know I'm off camera. Just something. Whoop. Well, I did that. I don't know. I'll find some yellow somewhere. Just something cutesy, fun, and fast for the littles with the craft paint. So I might let that dry just a little bit and go back in and put another coat. Okay, so here we go. Nothing fancy, but it's just fun and cute. So I'm going to set that back up over here too. There we go. And like I said, you could add the beautiful blue in the background to take it to another level. All right, so this is cleaned out. I like to make sure I kind of clean as I go. We could paint the bottom here. What time is that? 11:30, we're doing good. You know, we just want to make sure we're covering it. And I really like this bright spring green. I don't know what it is. That's what it's called. That's the apple barrel. Michael's also has a version. And like I said, it just depends on where you go. And I'm just going to bring this up on the side here just a little bit. And then we're going to hit the flowers. Okay. I'm going to do just another little smidgen. And if you want that larger flower to be on the next side, feel free, do that. You know, this is just a guide. And I'm going to get closer so you can kind of see what's going on there. You know what? I think I showed up on the Painted Pose page on Instagram, and I meant to go on the Paint Pops page. So you see, it's not uber fancy, it's just a few lines. Now, you may have already gotten started on your flower, and that is perfectly all right. Let me get started. I'm going to hit this just a little bit. Hold on. All right. Let me clean out this brush right fast. All right, I know that green will take over my water, and feel free to clean out your water a couple of times as you're painting. During a paint party, when I'm there in person, I had my first one a week ago, and my job is just to keep it going, make sure there's napkins and make sure there's fresh water, and give tips and guidance. The young lady that I went for, she's like, oh yeah, we're gonna need lots of guidance, lots of lessons. And I'm thinking to myself, watch. As soon as you get this paint, you'll be fine. So, oh no, I'm gonna need you to talk to me. It gets quiet in there once the paint is served. It was like buffet family style. Let me have some red, let me have some blue, because I just had them seated, and we just dispersed the paint as they needed it. And it got quiet like I know it does, because you're thinking, planning, and getting ready to enjoy the process. Enjoy it. Don't be afraid. Get in there and throw a little paint around. And I think once I gave them permission, hey, it's acrylic paint. If you mess up, we can wipe it out, let it dry, and you can paint right over it. I think that gave them the freedom that they needed. And then nobody really needed me other than when they got to a finishing point. The only thing I needed to do was remind them, don't paint thickly. Paint dry, let it dry, and if it needs a second coat, do that. Here, we don't need a second coat. This is just what we call alla prima. We're getting in here just a one shot, one take, and we're ready to add the flowers. I almost don't want to, because I'm just enjoying the landscape, beautiful. I'm enjoying the blue sky, and you see it didn't take long. What if we put a couple of these canvases together? Maybe two for the sky, you know, to paint a little bit bigger. Maybe a third canvas to make it more horizontal. Or if we wanted it vertical, to stack them, you know, it's wonderful, okay? And you know what? I hope that I inspire you to get out here and try it. You mess up, that's how you learn. We learn by our mistakes. And if you make a mistake, this is a good mistake to make, right? So we keep going, we keep it moving. So let me put this, I don't know. I don't know, what color flower do you think I should add? Do you think I should stick with the white? And I made it white specifically for me, because my mother is no longer here. So I just wanted to paint those beautiful white tulips. I love tulips. I love crocuses in the spring. I love the phlox out there. So you get what you love. And so the white tulips are for me. If you want the red ones, yellow ones, bright orange, pink, there are even some that are really dark purple. Do what you want. Any suggestions? I don't know. Maybe I'll do a couple of pink ones. Oh, I thought I cleaned clean my brush out really well. You don't really want that paint to sit up in your brush too long. It's better to clean it out. I'm going to let it sit in that water so that when I'm done, I know that paint is coming out of there. I'm going to just let it sit in the water for a little bit. Let's see. Now, when you get ready to do your tulips, and this was a point that I wanted to make sure I was clear on, make sure you keep it simple. Think basic shapes. Square, circle, triangle, rectangle. Keep it simple. And think about odd numbers. 1, 3, 5. You know, keep it very simple and you'll really enjoy the process. So I've got one large one, then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I didn't even realize that I guess this was a symbol of my mom, and it's 4 children. I don't remember being conscious of that when I was painting, not till after I did the painting and I shared it and posted it last year. And then I think I teared up a little bit because it's like, oh Lord, look at this. I enjoyed the process. But then it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're just right there clumped together with her mom. You know, I just, you know, I don't know. I hope that you are celebrating your mom while you have her, your grandmother, your aunts. Celebrate them while they're here. Matter of fact, I need to make a few calls, okay? Because I need to make a few. So, let's see. I was saying about the shapes. Think about a rectangle. Block in a rectangle. And then you kind of trim it a little bit. This is kind of like maybe a square, maybe another little rectangle, okay? Another little rectangle. So these are all about the same size, large, kind of medium, and maybe one kind of small. And I started to hint at one there. So do what makes you comfortable. Okay. Let me put this up here. Oh, there's Miss Jasmine. Yes. I should have posted that up there. That's one. This is another. And this is where you can get your download. Thank you, beautiful lady. Let's see, is this another? Have to go here. Let me go down just a little bit here. Yes, it is peaceful, beautiful. All right. I think we're going to go with a little bit of pink. It's 11:39. And I think our little paint-alongs on Saturday, I think I want to make sure I have one kind of paint party one where you invite someone to join you. And then I think I'm going to have maybe some teaching snippets along the way. I may pop on another Saturday just to teach, just to mix the color, just to show how to apply it, but then get together to do a creation, a download. So we'll see. And you'll help me as we go along to tell me what you'd like and what you need, what you prefer. So make sure you get on our email list once again because we want to do some really cool giveaways. Tell us what you need. I want to give away, and I don't have the pack of brushes here. I would like to give away maybe a custom tracer with your name or your child's name or your children's name that you could trace onto a canvas and paint. Or, of course, you could take the tracer itself in color. This is 8.5 by 11. You can go throw this into a frame and, you know, enjoy it. And put it out specifically for the spring season. Like we decorate for fall, decorate for Christmas and the New Year, and we put it away. That makes them special. So keep it out until June 21st, 2nd. Then summer begins, and then we'll have some summer tracers for you, okay? So we are finding some really good things for you to work with. This is another. I may finish this. I may just do this on another post. I don't know if I'm going to do it today, but this is a wooden cute. Let me know if you'd like one. I still have a few, and I did bring my 2021 little graduate type of thing. let me know. This is the small little sweet one. I'm going to give this to my neighbor who has a welcome sign that I'll be working on. So maybe I'll do this. I'll finish painting this on the ear. This is good and dry. We're going to go ahead and it's 11:42. We're going to go ahead and I'm just trying to see where I want it. Do I have enough white? All right, I'm going to probably just kind of keep it there. I probably should have put one right here. Maybe I'll go back. Let me make sure I'm on the camera because I keep forgetting I'm moving things. I want you to see it. But then the replay viewers, I want them to see it too. So you see how I'm just kind of blocking in like the rectangle? I think I want to make it larger. And I just went in and pulled some straight paint in there. And I'm keeping it dark over here because, once again, I like that we read right to left and then boom, we're caught in the shadow. But the shadow also indicates bright light. And remember, we didn't squeeze out a lot of paint. Squeeze out about a nickel, dime, quarter, especially for this size. And when you're working on a larger painting, I would still start off small till you realize, I need more blue. And so you see, we didn't use a lot. A little bit of paint goes a long way. And so most of this, it'll just dry. So start off with a little bit of paint. It's worth it. It's worth it. It is so worth it. So I am going to just dip into, that's a little bit too much water. And I'm just kind of feeling it out. I think I am going to bring this one all the way up here. And actually, this is actually going to work out fine right here. Make this one super duper large. I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to grab a little more pink and white. You can blend it on your plate, but I'm just blending it. Like I said, I am just kind of feeling it out. I really need to let that dry a little bit because I keep picking up the blue up underneath. I don't mind that, but I know that we really want it to. Let me hit it with the dryer just a bit. So while that's drying and cooling off just a little bit, I don't want to go right back in with some acrylic paint because it's warm and that acrylic paint is just going to dry right where it's hot. It's going to stick, so we don't want that. So we want to kind of let that cool off. Let me make sure. I really like this one here because, you know, grab your crayons, really. Let me go in here with a little bit of greenery. Oh, want another one? How about I just do two? Okay. I can't help it. I want to do another one. And I like the blurred edge a little bit. You know what? I'll just do two. One for me and one for my son. How about that? How many flowers are you painting? And why? Sometimes with the children at school, I'll tell them to, when we're drawing trees, maybe think about each family member in their family, in their household, and draw a tree that represents them. Or a snowman, or, you know, whatever it is that we're working on. Think about the donuts that we might have to sketch. Make it real for you. Make it important. So I'm going in here. This is good here. I want to pull a little bit of the black, not a lot, with the blue, just a little bit. This might be a little bit too much. Just a little in there. Do I want to do another one here? You can add in your little whatevers. And because if I tap the brush like this, it kind of makes it look like a tulip. Let me get close. I'm just going to get a little bit of paint. Let me show you. I'm getting a little bit of paint and just kind of dabbing it on. Just dabbing it just a little bit. So it's not super duper thick. And all I'm going to do is press. Ooh, that's kind of tulip shape. I might have to reload. I have some on this side. Isn't that fun? Now, you know, I watch different videos too, and I learn from lots of people. You know I love me some Bob Ross. So there we go. And I'm going to add maybe a little bit of white to one side. I'm going to get fancy with it. Mix up a little bit. Ooh. Kind of cluster some together. Like it would actually be out in the yard somewhere. I'm going to put a couple on this side. How about that? Let me check my time. It's 11:49. We're doing well. I'm going to put a few on this side too. That's why it's like, you know what? You could frame it, but you don't have to. Just let the painting itself be the little jewel on the wall. Right. So I'm going, I've got a few little somethings on this side, a few little somethings on that side, and look how fun that is. So now this is dry. I can go back in here and add a few more little details. Let me get a little bit more white. Okay, so I'm going to blend this out just a little bit. Sometimes I just like to blend directly on the canvas. You don't have to. And if you don't think that you'll be able to stay in control, always blend the colors on your plate just a little bit. But these are a few little tips and things that might be helpful to you. You know what? I've got some dark still in my brush. I'm just going to kind of clean that out just a little bit as I add my little final touches here as we wrap up. It is 11:51. And as you see, we can get a lot done in a short amount of time. Now, of course, you can go in and add some more details. Make it maybe more intense. And I'm just kind of going along here. And up underneath, we're going to add a little bit of the dark, like the pure magenta. And I need to expand that green out just a little bit. Just a smidge. You might just throw just a little bit of something down here, since I have it. And it's not straight black, it's got a little bit of green in it still. And if you wanted to, of course, sign your name, you can do that. I'm just going in here, just adding a few little strokes, just for variety's sake. The light, the medium, and dark just draws your eye in, and of course the warm and the cool. I can go in here and add a few more details to make it a little bit more realistic, but as a finished statement, it's fine as it is as a finished statement. So this is a representative of my son and I, and I'm going to blend just a little bit more. Ooh, let me put this green up in here, no wonder. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this yellow and come over here on this side. I'm going to go with some straight yellow to kind of mimic the sunlight coming from this side, from the right side. Okay, and I might add, let me add just a little bit of yellow, a little bit of yellow and a little bit of yellow and orange, yellow, pink, and white over here, just to give some subtlety in the shadow area. Because there's something about that warm and cool mix. Go ahead and clean this up. I got a little too happy. Let me make sure this is going back in space. I'm trying to make sure I'm not putting my hand where it's wet. So we're just slowly adding just a little bit of blending. I need to do that here as well. Let me get this bigger brush. And I don't have a timer going today, but I should. It's 11:55, so we're going to wrap this up really, really soon. But just going back in here with a little bit of, so I'm just kind of blending it out just a little bit. Let's go right back up in here. Boom, 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 boom. Because we want that to be super duper light. I don't know what's going on up here. But anyway, it's there. We're going to wrap it up. Yep. All right. Thank you, Instagram. Yay. Hello. Hello. Thanks for popping on. And then this is what we've got right here. And I'm going to go ahead and sign off. And thank you for joining today. Till next month, Instagram. All right. Facebook. YouTube. The Twitter. It's fun. We can go in here and clean it up. But for a statement just like that, you know, what was that? Maybe about 35, 40 minutes maybe. So just in a short amount of time, you can make something lovely to give to someone or to hang on your wall. And remember, thank you so much, lovely. Today at 7 p.m., We'll be back in the studio. I don't know if I'm going to be here. I may be in my studio to, as this is getting ready to pop over, to paint this lovely painting, right? So we'll be back tonight. Thank you, Jasmine. If you just have the printout, you can paint directly on your printout, but you might want to transfer it to some canvas. And we're going to be giving away some of the tracers and the printouts to mail to you, and then a few of our winners will just get a traced canvas or just get a couple of canvases with the graphite so you can trace on yourself. So peace to you. Have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you, beautiful Jasmine, and my beautiful little Jasmine babies. I hope today I did touch on your landscape a little bit, where it's the sky and the ground. Basically, that's what it is, the sky and the ground, landscape. And so you can take it and make it what you want. Today, I wanted that beautiful blue and the brilliant brightness of the spring grass. And now, we're going to go ahead and enjoy our day. Thank you. Peace to you. Let me see. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm signing off. Cleaning up. Let us know what you'd like to see. It's a journey. I want to go on it with you. So we're creating positive painting experiences over here. This is Brene Flournoy. And yeah, get on our email list. Find out what's coming up. Maybe get your tracer earlier, so that you can create with us the next time. Peace to you. Do something that makes your heart sing. Something that makes your heart come alive. Do something for a mom. If yours is gone, maybe find another mom that you can help brighten up their day. Peace to you. Bye-bye.